All right, let's move on. Here is Obama in his first interview with Al Arabiya. It's a Muslim site after he became a president of America.
I have Muslim members of my family. I have lived in Muslim countries.
The largest one.
The largest one, Indonesia.
Do you know, during his campaign for an entire year, we could not use the name Hussein, which is his father's name. That's not a middle name. Obama's name is Barack Hussein Obama. Hussein is not a middle name. Hussein is his name, and that's how we write our names. You say your name, your father's name, your grandfather's name. We could not mention Hussein. Every time I went to speak somewhere and I said, Barack Hussein Obama. Oh, you're trying to scare us. You're trying to make us believe that he's Muslim. Here he is, first interview. He said, I have Muslim members in my family. I'm sorry, he's lying. He should say, all my family members are Muslim. I will dare any Obama supporter or Obama himself to show me one member in his family in Indonesia or in Kenya who is not a Muslim, who believe in some other religion. It doesn't even have to be a Christian. Who believe in, he's an atheist or agnostic or worships some cows in Africa. Somebody in Obama's family who is not a Muslim besides Barack Hussein Obama. And he lived in Indonesia. And we covered this in our first video, revealing the truth about Barack Hussein Obama. And he is so schemed. And he, in another interview, he was asked, Senator Obama, we know you're a Christian, but you live in Indonesia. Yeah, I lived in Indonesia, and I went to a Catholic school there. And everybody in Indonesia, I've been in Indonesia twice, and I know the rules in the Muslim world. Every Muslim student who ever attend a Catholic school, he must register himself as a Muslim student. For we cannot teach one Muslim student in all our Christian school 1 hour of Christianity. If we do, our school will be burned down. So it's very important for a Muslim student who attend a Catholic school, and plenty of them attend our Catholic school for better education, if you can afford it. They register themselves as a Muslim, and they attend a Muslim hour religious class every day in the school. But they will never hear about Jesus, for if we made a mistake, literally it will cost us a building or lives in these countries. Next, here's a picture of Obama. I like this one with smoking. Look like a very decent guy. Here's a picture taking place in Indonesia, of course, because that's a Muslim dressing in Indonesia. And here's a picture take place in Kenya, and here's a Muslim dressing in Kenya. The hat, the white hat, and the clothes. And it's very important, you know. I know in America here, it doesn't matter how people would dress. You can even walk in the street naked, and it's okay. But in our countries, in Muslim world, Muslims have their own clothes, and Christians have their own clothes. I will never, I say it again, I will never in Indonesia dress like this Obama dressed as a Muslim clothes. I will never dress in a hat in Kenya or in Egypt, because this clothes belong to the Muslim. You will never see a Christian lady all over the 57 Muslim country covered in hijab. We Christian ladies don't cover in hijab. That's denying to the Christian faith. That's literally, if you have deserted Christianity and became a Muslim, that's the only time a man will dress like that. And how old Obama here? 20-some years. Here, 20-some years. Obama was a Muslim at least until he joined Jeremiah Wright Church, 24 years old. Or I wish somebody tell me, what is the name of the church Obama attended before he walked the aisle in Jeremiah Wright Church? Not any church. There is no church. Obama never set a foot inside any church before Jeremiah Wright Church. And Jeremiah Wright Church, as we cover in our first DVD, it's very important for people to go and watch it one more time. He walks the aisle, never been baptized. This is the church who offered me a membership, knowingly I'm a Muslim. When the lady answered my question, when I said to her, what do I need to do to become a member in your church? Do I have to be baptized? She said, no. Do I have to give money? No. Do I have to attend the church meeting? No. I said, what do I need to do? She said, attend 2 Sunday school class, membership class, and walk the aisle. I said, ma'am, if I am a Muslim, and I believe in Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, but I also believe in Prophet Jesus, do I have to deny my Islamic faith? Do I have to give up my Islamic faith to be a member in your church? She said, absolutely not. We do have so many members in our church who are Muslim. That's when I told her, is that how Barack Hussein Obama joined your church? She said, she didn't answer the question. I can't answer this question. I said, ma'am, you already told me. You just told me that any Muslim can join your church by walking the aisle. That's his picture, Obama's brother Malik, a Muslim jihadist. Him and Roy Obama, both of them are Muslim jihadists in Kenya. He holds a picture, and he said when he's holding this picture, my brother will be a great president in America. He will treat the Jew rightly, even though he is a Muslim. His own brother Malik tells us that Obama is a Muslim. How about the grandma? Lots of people argue with me since the last 3 years when we put our first video and write to me, say, oh no, you're wrong. Sarah is a Christian. It's nothing about marry a Muslim man, make you a Muslim. Sarah is a Christian and she is his grandma. I said, no, Sarah is a Muslim. He said, no, she's a Christian. Well, here is the evidence that Sarah Obama is a Muslim. Listen carefully.
The grandmother of U.S. President Barack Obama has arrived in Saudi Arabia for the Hajj, or Islamic pilgrimage to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, a Saudi daily said on Wednesday. Sarah Obama, aged 87, is being accompanied by a nephew and Obama's cousin Amran. She was one of the many guests of Saudi Arabia's king.
She just became a Hajjah. You cannot enter the land of Mecca. You cannot walk with your foot. They're passing law right now to stop the airplane from flying over Mecca in case there is an infidel in the airplane. No non-Muslim can enter Mecca. She went to Mecca and she performed the Hajj with Obama's cousin and Obama's nephew. 100% a Muslim woman. Let's listen to Michelle. Maybe Michelle will tell us what is Christianity is. And Michelle has been in this church 2 more years, Jeremiah Wright Church, more than Obama.
We've got the best speaker, the smartest and best looking of the older Obamas, and that would be the First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama.
Hey, everybody. Is this not the most perfect day for the Easter egg roll? Let's say thank you to Mother Nature.
Yeah. Let's say thanks to Mother Nature. Where is Father God? Is Easter is about this big Bugs Bunnies you have in White House and the eggs you collect from the gardens? Is this how Jeremiah Wright celebrate Easter? Mother Nature? Obviously, she does not know what Christianity is. And I don't believe any member in Jeremiah Wright Church know what Christianity is. For if there is a Christian in Jeremiah Wright Church, that's Trinity United Church of Christ, he will not stay there on one Sunday. If we just have studied liberation, black theology, it is a wicked theology. It's nothing but to teach hate against white. Let's see Michelle. She maybe help us out this time. By the way, every time Michelle Obama opened her mouth, she gets herself in trouble. Let's learn now, where is Barack Hussein Obama come from? What country he came from?
Barack has led by example. When we took our trip to Africa and visited his home country in Kenya, we took a public HIV test. His home country in Kenya. His home country in Kenya. His home country in Kenya.
Me like he is from Kenya. Grandma Sarah told us where he was born. Well,
Mr. President, you're an American-born Christian, and yet increasing and now significant numbers of Americans in polls, upwards of 1/5 of respondents, are claiming you are neither. 1/5 of the people, just about, believe you're a Muslim.
Keep in mind those two things, American-born and Muslim are not the same. So, but I understand your point.
Either or the latter,
Right.
and the most recent number is the latter. This has to be troubling to you. This is, of course, all new territory for an American president.
There, if I spend all my time chasing after that, then I wouldn't get much done.
Even a number as sizable as this, what does it say to you? Does it say anything about your communications or the effectiveness of your opponents to...
Well, look, Brian, I would say that I can't spend all my time
with my birth certificate plastered on my forehead. It is what the facts are. The facts, and so it's not something that I can, I think, spend all my time worrying about. I don't think the American people want me to spend all my time worrying about it.
Don't you like the question, how the question is presented to the president? You're a Christian American. But there's a rumor outside there, 24% of American people believe you're not. You're a Muslim and you're not American. And his answer is, I don't want to waste my time to answer this question. I'm not going to put this birth certificate over my forehead and travel over the country, tell the people, here I am, American, here I am, here is my birth certificate. No, I will tell him, Mr. President, don't waste $1 million of your money to hide your birth certificate. You don't have to spend too much time to give your birth certificate. Just show it to somebody. One person in America. So far, not one person in America besides Barack Hussein Obama who have seen his birth certificate. And I dare any Democrat will come to me and tell me that I saw his birth certificate. And the birth certificate, as we have put in our first video, 6 error is not his birth certificate. And I know plenty of birth certificates are flying all over the internet now, where somebody tell me, here is a birth certificate in Kenya, here is another birth certificate in Kenya. The problem is not where he was born. The problem is he an American citizen? Show us your birth certificate. We know from his book he went to Pakistan 1981. And my question to the president, which passport did you use, Mr. President, when you went to Pakistan? Was it American passport? Absolutely not. For we did not issue any visa to any American 1980, 81, 82 to go to Pakistan. I don't think Reagan can even go to Pakistan this year. What passport did you use, sir, to go to Pakistan? Is it a British passport? You are born in Kenya? Or Indonesian passport, which means you lost your American citizenship? I mean, we can ask a million questions, and nobody's going to give us an answer. What's so hard for him to play one golf game minus 1 hole, and in this 5 minutes, show the birth certificate to somebody? Somebody beside his wife.